they're so unselfish. They don't care who gets the hoops. You know, they pass up the good shot for the great shot, and that's what they did in that half, where they moved the basketball so well. When our guys' feet are set and there's not a defender anywhere near them, I'm not gonna say it's easy to shoot threes, but they've taken so many, they've practiced so much. It's definitely a product of sharing the basketball and unselfishness. I think the biggest thing that gets in the way of success in basketball is the guys that want to, you know, they care about the score sheet, they care about how many points that they have, and that's something that, you know, to be completely honest, it's something that we've had to work on as a team. That, you know, at the beginning of the year, I think we had more of that guys knew that, and as we got deeper in the season, nobody cared about it.
Talk about the efficiency as well. I think you were 9 of 10 on threes in the first half. I mean, is that something that usually happens for you guys if you get out of a sub? Right?
Well, you know, it's really funny that you say that. I didn't know that. When we played here in the Garden 3 years ago against Brighton, Brighton was an outstanding team. They could not miss, and I was like, "What is going on?" And there was a moment in probably the middle of the second quarter. I'm like, "Oh my God, we're Brighton tonight." Because it's just like, you know, we shoot the ball well. We shoot it well for sure. All season we've shot it well, but nobody shoots 9 for 10, right? Nobody shoots whatever you said the percentages were. And sometimes in basketball, that's just the way it is. It's a very streaky game that it gets easier to shoot. It gets easier to shoot when you start to make them. You know, the more shots you make, the easier it is.
Coach, again, you guys, Coach Karakutis, you were talking about the interview that we did with him, talked about your strength overall, but that really played out. I mean, you of course know it, but length, speed, and strength across all five.
Yeah, it's I think it's rare for a high school basketball team, especially at the Division II level, to have the length that we have and the athleticism that we have. So you're exactly right. I actually heard that interview, and I could kind of hear it in his voice a little bit when he's like, because as basketball coaches, you know, we played some great teams on our road here, and usually most teams have like that one or two guys you say, hey, we shut him down, we're going to be pretty good. And it's hard. Like teams this year, as I said to you, we've had every single one of our starters that's had a 20-point game at some point. And we've had every one of our starters has had like a 4-point game or a 5-point game. So teams want to take somebody out, somebody else is going to rise to the occasion.
And I think one thing I noticed is in the beginning of the game, it's one player. Later on, it's another player. And like, it was Armando coming on strong in the middle of the game. He had a fantastic game for you guys.
Yeah, Nate Amato has been, you know, he actually, it's really interesting because I think all of my players impact the game in multiple ways. And we don't really have one guy that's like, oh, he's only a shooter. You know, Ben Rice obviously shoots the ball well. He shot it well tonight, but he had the blocks and he had a good presence inside, a lot of rebounds. Stevie can shoot it, get to the hole, he can play defense, and as you said, Nate Amato working hard off the glass. I would love to know the rebound numbers. I don't know if anybody kept the rebound numbers, but that was my biggest concern playing these guys, because I'll tell you what, that Beverly coach, Matt, does an unbelievable job with them. They play so hard and so physical, and I thought I was really nervous about what was going to happen on the glass, but our guys responded to that.